Well, good morning everyone, it's Paulie from Biking Life on this Monday morning, and quite a dark looking day, isn't it? Yes, we're only at 13 degrees this morning. I enjoyed my weekend, I really did. I met a nice fella, Bob, and his wife when I went along to see Derek. Hi Bob, I hope you're okay, buddy. And he asked a question. I answered him on the YouTube thing. But yeah, it's around about 24-25 mile each way, my journey to work. And yes, I use Big Red all the time, no matter what the weather. Yeah, it's definitely a bit blooming cooler. Oh, it's dropped down, hasn't it? Definitely a bit cooler this morning. God, I thoroughly enjoyed my little ride out to Richmond Falls. I really did. It was nice. And it was really, really nice to see all those people playing in the River Swale by the falls. I mean, if you look on the video, when I'm actually looking at the falls itself, there's a lady sat underneath the actual waterfall. You can see hints of like a turquoisey green top. If you look very closely, you'll see she's under there. And it was really, really good to see my good friend Derek. We do ride well together, me and him. I'm going to drop this down, stop the air getting into my eyes this morning, because there's still blooming water in. I'm taking Piriton every blooming day and I'm still bloody watering like hell. Did you all have a good Father's Day yesterday? Yeah, I went out for a nice meal with the family. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And a couple of pints of Guinness. Man, I must admit I've got a bit of a headache this morning. And the wife, from the children, I got a nice motorcycle t-shirt. Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah, these gloves here, there's an issue with them. They're starting to break down. So I'm going to have to invest in another pair. Well, it's 25 to 7 this morning, 13 degrees. Forecast rain today, and I haven't brought me blooming rain gear again. An interesting point which you didn't see on my video was that we passed a sports biker and a police biker. He was behind a sports biker, and I waved as I always do, and you know, the sports biker didn't wave back, but the police biker did, and it was nice. People forget that they have a passion for biking as well. Just because they're in the police doesn't make them any less of a person. They're doing a good job, bless them. So my Monday morning vlog really is just to say hello and hope you all had a good weekend. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to continue filming and until I get to work. And if there's anything interesting to say, I will be saying it. We're not going to rush this morning. In fact, we're going to try and do a all weeker where we're not rushing, but we'll see how long that lasts. Knowing me, it won't last blooming long, will it? Why aren't the weeks flying by, folks, eh? You know, I mean, it's June. It's summer solstice today, the longest day. Yeah, it's we're nearly into blooming July. Soon be mine and the wife's birthday, and we're off up to Edinburgh for a couple of days. On that trip out to Richmond Falls, I tried my seat in various different positions. Now I started off with my seat in there's three height positions that you can use on the Pan-European. Now one is obviously very low, the other's very high, and then you've got the centre position and I did start out in the centre position. And you know, I tried it, riding a couple of miles in each position, and I couldn't get away with them. I had to put the seat back in the centre position, which was where I started from. I mean, although the in the highest position the seat was more flat, and I would probably have had a nicer, more comfortable ride, because with it being a flatter seating position, it would have been better for my posterior, but I still couldn't get away with it because I felt too high. And then in the lowest position, it's dipped down too much, so my clangers were hitting the tank. And I didn't like that, because I can't ride like that with the pressure on your clangers. You don't want that, do you? So that was no good. And so I mean, in the lowest position would be good if I put my gel seat, because I do have a bit of a gel pad that I can use on the bike, so it would have been good for that. But definitely not. So the centre position, the middle position, is the ideal and optimum position for me. Well, on the video, Derek, bless him, had forgot to take his disc lock off, and rode forward, and he well, he stopped very suddenly, and he pushed him forward, and he went. His crown jewels got a little bit crushed. I mean, yeah, it was funny at the time, but dear me, bless him. I thoroughly enjoyed my day out. I always do when he's here. I always enjoy my time with him. He's a good lad, he really is. Well, I'm trying to think of somewhere to go this weekend again. Somewhere nice. Now, if anyone wants to join me, they're more than welcome. That is an open invitation. We'll go for a nice ride around. And if you can't join me, then you can at least join me in spirit when I show you the video. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get myself a new pair of gloves. But what I want, I mean, these gloves come right up past the wrists. I don't want them to come up that far next time for my summer gloves. Yeah, these have well, you'll have seen the gloves anyway. They come right up, and as I say, I don't want them that big anymore. No, not especially for summer gloves. There's no need for them really to be that big. It's different for me winter gloves, but definitely not my summer ones. I'll tell you what, this year I have found that I have really gelled with Big Red, and the more I ride him, the better and more accomplished I become at riding. It is absolutely brilliant. And it feels nicer because you enjoy your riding more. You really do. There's nothing worse than riding on a bike and you know, you don't feel at one with it. I can smell, do you know what, the smell is like a hot cross bun that's just been toasted. That's a nice smell, isn't it? I love the smell of hot cross buns in the toaster. It should be a quiet week this week. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got lots of work to do, but there's no one in my office at the moment. Well, there's only ever two in anyway, my boss and me. And but he's off for the week, and in fact he's actually moving upstairs soon. So there will only be me in the office, and it'll be nice and quiet. It's already nice and quiet with him in it anyway. He's a very nice gentleman. As you know, as far as bosses go, you couldn't ask for better, really. And he's also a biker, so I do go out riding on the bikes with him, which helps. I remember when I was younger, I used to come down to Borough and go to the pubs every weekend. Used to have a really good night out and go to the nightclubs. I don't think I can do it now. I suppose it depends. I could do it maybe once or twice a year, but it's not something I'd like to do anymore. I'm not one for going out anywhere anymore. I used to always be out. I used to be out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and have a break on the Sunday. Yeah, we're making it to work just before all this rain starts, which is a good thing. And my favourite bridge, the Newport Bridge. I much prefer this than the Transporter. Oh dear, here it comes, my friends. Anyway, so I will say bye for now. And thank you so much for watching these videos. It's a pleasure to have you all along. I've been Paul from Biking Life, my friends. Bye for now. Bye.